Hello everybody and thank you for watching once again. Today we are out here on the range and we're doing another airgun video, so I'm very excited to do this one. This is the Venturi Avenger. This is a 25 caliber airgun and it is one powerful gun. And this thing will pack a punch at anything as large as a coyote. It will kill it. So I'm really excited to review it, show you guys how accurate this gun really is. So without further ado, let's get into it. You can see it looks like we've got two barrels, and for people that don't know too much about air guns, they might think it actually does, but what this is an air cylinder that contains the air that we use to shoot. So we're going to look at this here. This is actually a cap, and right here is where you're going to fill it up. You can use a hand pump or you can get an air compressor. There's a lot of ways to fill it up, and a lot of different choices for that as well. So you can figure out if you're going to get a PCP Airgun like this one, then you can figure that out and see what's best for you. I won't go into that a whole lot because this is a video on the airgun itself and not how to power it up. So that's how you fill up the air with this air tube here. It's a pretty big one. It goes along to the very back here where all of the mechanism is. This is a actual regulator, and it regulates how much air is let out in every single shot you do, and you can adjust that from this little screw down here. So that's a very cool feature. Look at that right there. There's this little cap here that just keeps it from getting dirt or whatnot in it. There's another screw on the back of the gun here, and this also adjusts something here, and this adjusts the amount of velocity that each shot is going to get. So that's called the hammer spring adjustment. So it's another cool feature on this gun. This gun actually is only coming in at around $350, so it's a very good price for a gun like this, and you'll see why in just a moment here. It also has a plastic Picatinny rail on the bottom. The one biggest gripe I have about this gun is a little bit of a plastic stock, but that does allow it to be a lot lighter and very easy to hold, use, and just walk around with in general. We've got the shrouded barrels here, as you can tell, very nice. It makes it a little bit quieter. This is a 3-9 by 40 scope I just put on it. It does not come with a scope, but this is just a very simple scope. The link for that will be in the description below if you want to check that one out. It does come with two magazines, 25 caliber. It's going to be an 8 rounds. If you're going to get a 22 or 177, it's going to have 10 rounds in the magazine, so that's another thing to think about. It also does come with a single shot tray, and this is also, of course, in 25 caliber. So if you don't want to use the magazine for one reason or another, you can always put this single shot tray in, like so, and it's magnetic, so it holds on really nice like that. So that's how that works. See that right there? And then what you would do is simply put a single pellet right there, and then cock it in, and then you can shoot your pellet. On the other side, we actually have another gauge, and this one is for the amount of air that you have in the gun. Right now it's about 2300 psi in the gun right now, so it's a little low. We're probably gonna have to fill it up later on, but we're gonna try to get through this video without doing that. So this is what the whole gun looks like. I'm very excited to start shooting it, and hopefully you guys will stick around. So before we get shooting, I'm going to show you guys how to load up these magazines right here. So in 25 caliber, they're 8-round magazines, but in 177 and 22 caliber, they're going to be a 10-round magazine, but the principle will still be the same for loading these up. So I thought I might as well show you how to do that. So the first thing you want to do here is get this little clear slide and twist it around like this until you have a little bit of a click there, and it will hold in place like that. Then we're going to insert a pellet. I'm using the JSB Diablo Exact. These are 33.95 grains here, so a pretty hefty pellet for 25 caliber. A good size pellet though, and it will have a lot of power when you start shooting it. So we're going to, after we put the first pellet in like that, you just want to go along here and then just keep on inserting pellets. So we're going to start to run some chronograph numbers right now here. Angel's going to shoot a few shots here with the, what are these pellets? Let me see them real quick here. Sorry. These are going to be the JSB Diablo Exact, and these are going to be the Mark II's 33.95 grain, of course in 25 caliber. He's going to shoot 3 shots, and hopefully we'll get 3 good readings and kind of give you an idea where this gun is shooting with these 33 grain pellets. So let's get it done. Okay guys, so the first reading on this is 823. This is on lower power setting, just so you know, because you can change the power to really a lot of different settings. So I have it on a pretty low power on the hammer spring. 812. It's another reading that we're getting here. And 807. Okay, that's good. Okay guys, so these are a little bit lighter. These are the Barracuda Hunter 27 grain pellets. So they should be a tad bit faster. We're gonna start shooting 3 shots here and kind of give you a good reading on what the Barracuda Hunter pellets are doing here. So that is 887. That did not change. It's 887. I don't know if that was a duplicate, but we'll see. And that was an error. So given we don't have much to go by, I'm gonna just have to give it probably, it's looking like high 900s. So that's what it's looking like on low power, 889. So pretty good. We have the results right here. This is the 25 caliber Barracuda Hunter pellets, not the Barracuda Hunter Extremes. So you can see that was a little bit of a miserable pattern there. It wasn't awesome. It looks like the body of a squirrel, about the head of a rabbit, roughly. Not a very great result. We're looking here though, and this is actually these are the JSB Diablo Exacts. In 33 grain here, you can see this is a 4-shot group, and I did pull this one. I have to affirm that I did. I knew that was a bad shot as soon as I took it, but you can see this result here, 4 shots under my thumb. That's an awesome result. So if you're going to be shooting, you're going to want to probably use 33.95 Diablo Exacts from JSB. Awesome pellets. I've used them before with my 22 guns. I love them. So right now, that's what I've got to say to you guys. That's a pretty good pellet. You might want to consider getting that one if you're going to get a 25 caliber gun. Okay guys, so for the final segment of this video, I'm going to actually be shooting some plinking targets. We're going to be shooting some, they're about 30 yards away, and that we're going to have this Venturi Avenger just show you guys how powerful and how accurate this thing really is. And we'll just be having a whole lot of fun. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay guys, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really love this gun, and I enjoy shooting it all the time here. As you can see, I did a few adjustments on the gun, added a lot of modifications here. Got a Vortex scope on this one here, really helpful. Obviously this is a little overkill. I use this one also on my deer and elk rifle. But since I'm not going to be shooting that until the fall and I'll have to recite it then, I might as well put some use into it for the summertime as well. So that's why I got this Vortex scope on here. I got a little bit of a light. It's just a simple hunting flashlight, tactical style. Then I have a Picatinny rail attached to my scope, and that's how this is working. I have a Picatinny rail that, of course, it comes with this gun. It comes on the gun, which is awesome. I'm going to put the bipod there, and then I have a scope camera, so if we're ever hunting or whatever, I will be able to show you some awesome video. I have a little bit of a pellet holder here. You can put your pellets or the magazines themselves in here, and it keeps them soft so their skirts don't get damaged or anything. So I have modded it up a little bit more than you probably need, but you can just see how much fun you can potentially have with this gun. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And whether or not you do that, I hope I'll see you on the next one.